You are about to cross a threshold, a place where reality shifts and the familiar becomes unrecognizable. Shadows hold secrets, and time bends to reveal the unknown. Welcome to Enigmatorium. Some truths are written in the stars, others in the static between the numbers. What if the grand design isn't a design at all, but a single, irreducible equation? Enigmatorium presents the prime constant.
Dr. Aris Thorne saw numbers, not just figures on a page, but the bedrock of reality. A pure mathematician, he found solace in their logic, their undeniable patterns. He didn't seek meaning in them, he sought truth, until the truth started seeking him. It began innocently, a coffee order always totaling $7.13. His bus arriving at exactly 7 minutes and 13 seconds past the hour. The sum of digits on random license plates, he observed, consistently adding up to 7 or 13, or sometimes 713. He dismissed it. Apophenia, a mind too eager to find patterns where none existed. He was a scientist, not a mystic, but the numbers persisted. 7, 13. They were everywhere. The unread emails in his inbox, the number of steps to his office door, the specific frequency on his radio when the static was just right. Aris started logging them, not for any scientific purpose, but to prove to himself they were random. They weren't. The consistency was terrifying. He searched discreetly at first. Number patterns, coincidences, personal significance. He found the usual New Age nonsense. Then he found the other places. Hidden forums, encrypted whispers, the kind that vanished from search results once you clicked away. On those hidden forums they called it the prime constant, a unique numerical fingerprint for every living being. A prime number, impossibly long, yet somehow defining every variable of their existence. From birth to death, every choice, every memory, every breath. Aris scrolled through threads, obsessive, panicked, encrypted, the voices of strangers caught in the same pattern, trying to make sense of it.
I hate milk. I never buy it, but every Friday it's in my fridge. The receipt says complimentary. I never asked.
Mine's 7. I took the wrong turn today. Ended up exactly where 7 said I'd be.
The constant isn't guidance, it's gravity.
Aris read, his blood cold. His own pattern, 713, began to make a horrifying kind of sense. He tried to ignore it. He consciously chose to deviate. He bought 8 items at the grocery store.
I specifically selected 8 items. I counted them twice, but at home, unpacking, there was a coupon stuck to the receipt for 87 cents off coffee, a 9th item unaccounted for. The total after tax still resolved to $7.13. Maybe I missed the meaning because I was too focused on the math.
He tried to turn left on his daily walk when the pattern dictated he should go right.
delivery truck out of nowhere. Swerving wildly, I instinctively jumped right onto the curb, avoiding collision. The truck corrected, sped off, and there I was, back on the path my number demanded. A correction, gentle, almost helpful.
The gentle nudges grew more insistent. The numbers weren't just appearing, they were guiding. No, forcing. Aris felt himself becoming a variable, a data point in an equation he couldn't comprehend. His free will was a meticulously rendered illusion. He stopped sleeping. The numbers were clearer in the dark. 713. His pulse. The breaths he took. The remaining hours in his life. He saw the end of his own prime constant. A final, definitive sum.
No, not this. I choose. I will not.
He planned his defiance. A grand, illogical, completely random act. A final assertion of self against the terrifying, abstract logic that consumed him. He would choose to exist outside the sequence. He sat at his desk. His computer screen glowed with complex prime number sequences. Not his prime, just primes. He reached for a pen, a single sheet of blank paper. He wrote, not words, numbers. A long, impossible sequence derived from no known algorithm, a pure act of numerical rebellion. He stared at it, the proof of his defiance. The room seemed to flicker, the numbers pulsing behind his eyelids, and then stillness. He lifted his head. The numbers on the paper blurred. The pen felt strange in his hand. He blinked. The screen, the paper, the pen, they were gone. He was in his armchair. The room was dark. Had he fallen asleep? He reached for the remote to turn on the TV. The television flickered to life. A documentary about numbers.
And today's mathematical breakthrough, the discovery of a new impossibly large prime number. 713 quintillion, 492 quadrillion, 187 trillion.
Aris Thorne sat in silence. He didn't reach for the remote again. There was no need. He already knew the final digit, and the precise, unchangeable moment he had arrived at it.
Seven 13. Some believe we write our own story. But what if the story
was a sequence all along, and the only freedom was the illusion of choice. He thought 713 was prime. It wasn't. It only looked that way until it broke him. It looked prime because its factors were hidden, like intentions. They say you can't change your number. But what if you could? If you stopped counting?